fairly trivial, but it is still another 75 to 80 miles, something like that. So
Oh, okay.
Googler. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know if Alan was the one to hear it.
I also don't know.
Oh, damn. Okay. Zahala, I actually have a quick question.
shoot.
See, we've heard rumors of a slight vampire infestation at Chateau Monix. Would you happen to know anything about that?
I have I've also heard that those rumors. I've heard them from enough people that I do think they have merit, but I having not been up there myself, I can't tell you the extent. I started hearing about it maybe a week or two ago. And I think it's progressively it seems to be progressively getting worse. I think primarily the dwarves have been affected. I've heard some horror stories from dwarves living underground there. Unfortunately, a breeding ground for vampires. So
Vampires do that?
well, yeah, some of them.
Well,
Is that all you've heard about them? Nothing that we should really keep an eye on other than that there is a vampire infestation?
Yeah, that's all of the that's all the information I've gleaned from some travelers through the inn.
Right. A little worrisome.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about Chateau Monix going up in smoke, so I do believe there is still a town up there for you to get into.
Well, as long as there is a place for our friend to return to, I'm sure we'll continue on. But I do appreciate any information you've heard about it. And it would also help because we almost certainly be coming back through on our way away from Chateau. If you could keep your ears open for any other rumors, just so we can keep an eye on our friend.
Definitely.
At this point, Geth is actually going to go and start trying to wake up Path.
Okay. Just you. What are the other three of you gonna do while he walks upstairs for that?
Follow Geth.
try
Okay.
not to die.
Aerith gonna
Zon's
continue
gonna order
resting at the table.
breakfast
Nice.
for
Gonna
himself
go
and
eat it.
for Eric.
All right.
Are you gonna go eat it with the other Dragonborn, the one that hit on you a lot?
Oh, Rogar.
Like
No, I'm gonna eat it with Eric. Actually, I'm
Zon,
gonna ask for the most. What?
sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna ask for the most disgusting thing on the menu,
Oh,
and I'm gonna give that to Eric. And then I'm gonna ask for the best thing on the menu, and I'm gonna eat that for myself.
Hell yeah.
A hangover cure. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Zon, will you give me a perception check real quick? Okay.
No, we are.
Feels
blocked.
Um, Baracus or Geth will sorry, Zon, what were you saying? Did I-
Nothing.
Okay. Baracus or Geth, will you roll a perception check at advantage? Whichever one of you wants to do it.
Gotcha.
All right. As you walk
Yo.
upstairs, I mean, you turn to the right. Your rooms, you walk up the stairs. There's a hallway extending in either direction. All of your rooms are off to the right. You turn to the right, and finally you see at the end of the hall, lit up this time because it's in front of a window, a slumped over dwarf. He's kind of just sitting on the ground. His head's like leaned down on his chest. And you see him sitting there.
Okay. I'm going to approach it slowly. And I'm gonna ask Baracus to go and wake Pap up quickly.
All right, I'll wake him up.
Okay. Yeah, Paf will wake up whenever you get him. He doesn't look super happy about it, and he looks in similar but slightly better condition to Aerith. Just a little bit.
But Geth is going to walk towards the slumped over dwarf.
Okay. He remains slumped over.
Can I get up close and see if he's breathing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he?
He is. He is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of slow, like heavy breath. He's kind of snoring.
Does he
It sounds like he's struggling a little bit, but maybe not medically an issue. Well, probably medically an issue, but not like he's on the verge of death or anything.
but does he look wounded at all?
Give me a medicine check.
Some dice this time. 8.
Good trust.
8. He just looks slumped over.
Okay. Can I like this is gonna sound weird. Can I like grab his head and tilt it to the side to see if there's any like bite marks on his neck?
Hey yo.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You don't see any bite marks.
Okay.
Should leave one.
Shut up. I'm going to like shove him a little to try and wake him up.
Yeah, give me a strength check real quick.
11.
All right, that's just enough. Yeah, he'll open it. He'll start opening his eyes. What do you want?
I was just checking to see if you were okay. It's not every day that you see a single individual passed out in a hallway.
Yeah, leave me be.
Oh,
All right.
happily, and I'm going to I'm actually going to reach down or what is he wearing?
He's wearing sorcerer's robes. Actually, so he's wearing sorcerer's robes. He has a staff that's kind of leaned up, like kind of just leaned against his head, actually, like between the wall and his head. He's like leaned back on it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm actually gonna go back down to the bar and buy him a good but still cheap meal and a glass of water.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring it back up to him.
Yeah.
How much?
You have a tab that they've been charging to Paf. Paf went and dealt with it, so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go back up there. If he's still awake, I'm gonna offer it to him. If he fell back asleep, I'm gonna nudge him again and set it down next to him.
Yeah, he was back. He was asleep. You can nudge him. He'll kind of glance up, see that. Maybe you're not so bad. Thank you, friends.
Be well, and I'm going to go back down.
Cool. Baracus and Paf. Did you guys make your way down to the lobby as well?
Yeah, definitely. Paf is gonna
All right.
immediately make his way down and order food for himself, I imagine.
Yeah, makes sense. Big boy got to eat.
Big boy gotta eat.
All right, so now the party is downstairs. Aerith is feeling a little better. It's been about an hour though, so we still got quite a bit of hangover to survive. Yeah, and you're all sitting there in the lobby of the Abyss Inn. It's about 10 a.m. at this point, since you've all woken up.
As Paf's just like kind of just shoveling food into his mouth full, he's like, "So how's everyone feeling about everything so far?"
Geth is going to do his best to hide his disgust at the way Paf is eating. Paf, have you heard of the whole vampire situation surrounding Chateau Monix as of late?
There's vampires in Chateau.
Supposedly, we've heard a few rumors as of last night that Chateau Monix might be seeing a bit of a vampire problem, specifically attacking the dwarves underground, apparently.
That is very disconcerting news.
I would say so, considering we have to deliver you.
Yes. No, there are good people within the dwarfs of Chateau, so that's a problem.
Well, it may seem a little presumptuous to ask this, but do you still wish to go to Chateau?
Yeah, of course. I need to get back there.
Okay, then we will continue to help you on your way. But I feel like I have to ask, are you ready to lay down your life just in case we come across these vampires? There's no guarantee that our party is going to be able to protect you from all of them if if their numbers are as bad as we've heard.
I think I've shown I can handle myself just fine in the fights, he says while holding a spoon up to you.
Geth is actually gonna laugh a little bit, and he's like, "Come by my room in a little while. I have a present for you."
Oh,
Oh.
No.
I don't think anyone thought that,
Someone
but
said,
okay.
"Oh."
I said, "Oh," like
Oh.
he's asking, like, "Oh." Of course. You guys think you'll be ready to take off in about an hour? Get on the road.
It's time.
Geth is going to like kick Aerith under the table. Are you ready?
What? To die, yes, but I guess we're leaving.
I don't think I have anything on me that can get rid of poison. Unfortunately.
Wait.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna walk up to Zahala real quick, and I'm gonna ask if she has anything that might cure the poison from a hangover, or if she knows of anything that might cure it, considering they used to be adventurers.
Yes. You know what? We do actually have a cure for that. We do regularly throw parties here, so this isn't a new occurrence for us. You've probably noticed the pipes that run throughout this building.
Yes.
We get piped?
We sit on top of a hot springs, and so in the back, and she'll point kind of further back into the room behind where the stairs are. There's a room back there, and we have some hot tubs. They have, I would claim, magical properties, although if you asked a
Garrett's
wizard, I'm
already
not sure he
walking.
would agree. But yeah, there are some hot tubs. You're welcome to jump in, and hopefully that helps. It's helped in the past.
Perfect. I'm going to yell across the bar at Path. Is it okay if we stay a little while longer so Aerith can have a soak and maybe get his head in order?
Why don't you all go take a soak in the waters while I settle our tab?
Geth is actually not going to get in the hot spring.
Yeah, you guys, who all wants to go back and jump in the hot springs?
I'll jump in the hot springs.
Cool. Yeah, you're gonna walk. Zon, sorry. Yeah. All right. You're gonna walk back, and you'll notice that the pipe work moves its way into this room. And you walk back, and it's a big stone room, and it kind of resembles like I don't know, you've ever been to a rec center or a YMCA or something and they have hot tubs, it's kind of what it resembles. It's nothing special, but you also probably haven't really seen hot springs in your life before. So it's pretty impressive to you. And so there are two pools, two round pools surrounded by short brick walls. And in them is very nice blue, clear water.
Earth gets in the water.
We closed.
Cool.
Aerith does take off
That's
his
a good
stuff.
question.
Yeah, Aerith.
Okay.
He almost forgot, but then he remembered.
Zahn and Baracus, were you also getting in the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get in the water.
Zahn? Okay. Cool. Yeah, you guys get in. And Aerith, you notice after soaking for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so, you start to feel a little better.
Yay.
Still hungover.
Okay.
Still poisoned, but you feel like maybe it won't last the rest of the day.
Good. Was there a question there? I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay, good.
What the fuck did you?
Oh, you said a poison creature has disadvantage. And I'm like, I'm not a creature. I'm just an elf. Don't be racist.
Oh my god. He whispered to me that he's not a creature, he's an elf, and so that's racism.
Yeah.
My God,
You want racism, just talk to Geth.
that's true. Path will ask Geth, what is it that you wanted to give me?
Geth is actually going to walk into his room and come out with Paul's great axe. And he's going to say, I feel a little distraught about our relationship thus far. But I want you to know that as long as you are with us, I trust you as much as I hope that you can trust me. And I hope this is a sign of that. And I'm going to hand over Ball's great axe to him.
Yeah, he's gonna reach out super appreciative of that. Because he really did like want that from the whole conversation earlier. So he'll kind of take it in one hand and you kind of see it kind of droops a little bit as soon as he takes it. He's not it doesn't appear to be the strongest, and he kind of getting it set up and getting used to the way he goes. Then I suppose I don't need this other memento that we've got. And he'll take the ring off his finger and hold it over to you. He said, would you like this then that we found?
I will gladly take it. And may this be a sign of our mutual trust as we continue on our way to Chateau Monix.
He'll reach his hand out to you and offer a handshake. And he'll say, I appreciate that. And now I will go settle our tab with Zahala. And yeah, he goes and settles the tab. You know how much it is, Brendan, so you can take that off or his sheet or whatever.
And while everyone else soaks after that exchange, Geth is actually going to sit down and read for a little while.
All right. What are you reading?
I'm going to try and attempt to finish An Extremist's Guide to Death.
All right. Let me pull that up. And yeah, give me your intelligence check.
Five.
Well,
Not great.
okay. What you gain from that is basically you will read for about an hour while he finishes finishing up the tab and the rest of the group finishes their soaking. And you find out that I'll just post do you mind if I post it in the
No, that's perfect. Go
in
for
the
that.
group, or would you rather?
Oh, you're asking, yeah.
You can go ahead. I just would share
Yeah,
the
what-
information.
There you go. So that's referring to Ball followers.
Rate of Gotha? No. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll notice that there's like a whole section that describes that a little bit more, but you basically only get through the headers. Like you're having trouble focusing.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do while everyone's in the hot spring.
Cool. Yeah, you guys get to the point where you're nice and pruny from being in the hot springs, and you've decided to get out, and it's about the time that Paf suggested that you leave. Is there any kind of last second things you guys wanted to do before you took off from the abyss?
Is did Miev ever come down in that hour?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I will say though, during that time, a couple of the Doran soldiers and their captain did walk down, and they seem to be kind of heading out the door as they come down to. The captain did want to stop and talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, Ignatius walks up and he says, I want to apologize again to you that our conversation did get cut a little bit shorter than I would have liked last night, but I do appreciate you, I hope, delivering that letter to someone of in charge in Chateau.
Wait, sorry, say that again. Sorry, I was making a note. I'm so sorry.
He said, I do appreciate you hopefully delivering that note to Chateau, someone in charge there like you agreed to.
Mhm. We will certainly do our best.
Just making one last ploy. I think the Guard of Doran could really use good men in it.
And as I said last night, sir, I will consider it.
He too will reach his hand out to you. Again.
I'm gonna shake it this time a little bit more firmly than I did last night.
He'll take a step back, nod to you and go, with that, I have some recruits that I have to go court martial. So, and he'll walk out the door
And be safe.
and said, we'll see.
Also during this time, as you guys are kind of gathering your things and heading out, Nyla will walk in, give Aerith a little wink, and then continue on about her business. She has various animals draped over her shoulder, and she's taking them back to the kitchen.
We love a woman who can hunt.
Aaron goes, who is that?
Oh.
Damn.
Whenever Geth goes up to grab the rest of his things, I assume it would be a little while later, like right before they leave. Is the dwarf still in the hallway?
So you're running up. Yeah, he's kind of waking up and eating at this point. He has eaten, I guess. He's kind of finishing up his meal. And he's sitting there, seemingly about to move on about with his day.
Okay. Well, if he looks okay now that he's like eating and stuff, yes, is just gonna grab his stuff and go back down. And he's I'm gonna go up to Zahala one more time and ask her if she sees Miev again. If she could ask him to gather any sort of like physical references for Malchus that we might be able to pick up on our way through. It could be a favor, or if he needs like a little bit of, monetary incitement, we might be able to like arrange for that. But we do need information on Malchus, so any references he can pull together would be greatly appreciated.
I'll spread the word. You will have to come back through here if you don't intend on staying in Chateau. So I'll talk to him and see what we can work out. Yeah, best wishes on your journey, by the way. You're all welcome back into the Abyss anytime. We'd love to swap stories.
I'm sure by the time we return, we'll have some more. And with that, Geth is gonna do like a little goodbye wave and then start heading back to everyone.
Cool. Anything else you guys wanted to do in the Abyss, or are you ready to head out and begin your journey to Chateau Monix?
Let's do it.
One more thing, where's the drow?
He's gone back up to his room at this point. It's been a couple hours. He was sitting down there just kind of eating, having some coffee. But he looks suspicious of everything, but he's headed back up to his room and you don't see him now.
Okay, cool. That's all I needed. Now we can finally leave. Sorry for taking so much time.
Yeah. Cool. So it's about noon at this point, 11 to noon, sometime in there. So you've got about a half a day worth of journeying. So let me see. So now you'll notice up to this point, you've kind of been walking on a hiking path, basically. It's been dirt, kind of single track, maybe two of you could fit side by side at certain points, but a lot of it's been basically a hiking trail. Definitely not a road, but from the inn to Chateau is a road. It's a highway compared to what you've been on. So you can definitely make better time. You're not worrying about tripping over roots and rocks and stuff. It's not paved, but it's been ridden over by carts and horses and lots of people. So it's a nice path. So could somebody, I don't really care who, roll me a D12 plus 6.
Someone did it.
Baracus, why did you just send that to me?
That
I was wondering that too.
my bad. No, I was testing the app. The app is pretty cool.
There's an app?
Oh, okay.
The Roll20 app. So I have my character and I have literally everything or whatever. And I'm looking through, it has you can mess with the spells, you can add your health and all that. It's pretty cool actually.
That's
And it
pretty
looks
good.
That's cool.
except
All right.
you can't move your I don't think you're able to move your piece or see the map or whatever. It's pretty
Yeah, that's nice. Cool. I gotta pee really bad. Sorry, guys. So before we start on this journey, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
my friend.
Bye.
Have fun.
What Zon, what did you think of the Abyss? What did Zon think of it?
It was pretty cool. I was actually gonna go try and find my glasses really quick.
Yeah, no worries. You got this.
Okay, cool.
What about you, Aerith? Any thoughts on this little inn that you got trashed about at?
Yeah, Aerith doesn't remember most of what happened, but he had this weird dream where he went hunting with this like really buff chick.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he thinks the entire dream was a Freudian slip, and he doesn't know what to think about it.
I've had that dream before, so.
Well, there you go.
Gath, what about you? Thoughts on that little inn?
Lots of questions.
Any answers?
No.
That's good. Baracus. How's Baracus doing?
Marcus is chilling. He upset that he gambled so much money.
How much did you
But
lose in the end?
Huh?
How much did you end up losing?
I think it was like 15 gold.
Do you guys remember back to session 1 when finding like a copper was like a huge deal?
Remember when we dug in trash for 2 copper and we thought, okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah, you did say at least we got some money out of it. Now you're out there throwing away gold pieces to gamble.
We should have killed Egan.
Hey, Aerith made money.
Aerith made money. Aerith played like one hand, made money, and said that's enough for me.
No, Aerith played 3 hands. He lost the first 2, but then we went like Aerith won on like the triple or like the
There you
times
go.
3 payout.
Disgusting.
Zahn was fucking making bank out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I lost total 6. 6.
Yeah, she lost on the last hand with really big. So
The
Aerith-
money kept going higher and higher. The house definitely won.
Always win, no matter what. Damn it.
You know what's interesting is 7 is statistically the thing that you're most likely to roll, and y'all fuckers couldn't roll 7 to save your lives.
I think Zahn rolled twice, 2 7s.
Well, Zahn did, but no one
Yeah.
else could
I
roll
rolled-
7.
I just want to point out that my god is the goddess of luck.
It was a person who followed Tamora was
Yeah.
running the game.
Yeah, it was canceled out.
Yeah. I like
Behind him,
that
Dos.
interpretation. The luck canceled out.
And then you just realized you're bad at. What do you think of all the people that you guys saw and met while you were there? There was a lot of people, a lot of different people.
That's cool.
I wanted to talk to a lot more of them. But we kind of have things to do and I can't get wrapped up in conversation.
Mhm.
What did you roll?
Was that roll?
No, I keep dropping my dice and it really sounds real threatening and menacing every time I do.
Every time.
What y'all think of the people?
It is threatening and menacing every time he does. You believe that. Continue believing that.
I wish or in the recording, you need to see Marshall's face whenever you rolled. Marshall's face was just not trusting in the slightest whenever you rolled.
It's like PTSD, but worse.
I saw a thing on Twitter. I was reading it to Marshall earlier, and it was saying that the worst word a DM can say is seems. It's like, oh, you roll an 18 on perception. It seems like there's no one here. A 10 on investigation. It seems like you didn't find, like there's nothing to find. A 3 on a medicine check. It seems like they're fine. They're probably okay. So seems is probably the worst thing we can say to you. And I think we say seems like dozens of times every session. So you're welcome.
Why do you think Aerith drinks?
It seems to be issues.
But I don't know if it's personal.
Okay.
He dragged 3 other people into his shit.
That's true.
Hey,
Remember the book, Eric?
the book? Oh no, not the book, not the book.
Oh, there you threw a book at him. Good times. Good times.
All right. Yeah. So you guys step out of the inn, and you still make it a pretty good clip today. You leave at noon, travel until it starts getting a little dark, but you make it about 10 miles. And on your journey today, oh, hello, Christian, too. On your journey, so you'll notice that the inn is kind of nestled between 2 mountains, the beginning of like 2 mountain ranges, kind of. And so as you walk, you continue down this valley, and these peaks are just really rising up on either side of you. In between is a nice pine forest, and you'll you'll notice some ash trees. Christian, what the fuck are you doing? Why do we have 2 orientations of you?
Hold on.
Get it. Extra computers.
Oh, he's pulling up the app on his phone.
There we are.
That's smart. So you can see his map and stuff.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
God damn it, Colby.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys walk up, and you'll notice these mountains are very steep on either side of you. Kind of like I don't know if you've seen pictures of the Alps. They look pretty similar to that down here. Very jagged, sharp peaks. Marshall, shut the fuck up. And yeah, you make it 10 miles. Settle in for the night, and yeah, you make camp and go to bed.
Tonight, Geth is actually going to attempt to read again.
All right.
This
Yeah, give me an intelligence check. Oh,
This time,
What?
however, I'm casting enhanced ability on myself, and it's not like guidance. This shit lasts for an hour, so I can read in this time.
all right.
Do you want me to throw that in the chat?
Yeah, go for it. It's plus like a D4 or something, right?
Yeah,
No.
we just put throw it anyway. Yeah. That was weird.
Enhanced ability gives me advantage.
Is that level 2 spell?
Oh.
It gives me advantage on one type of ability check, and I'm going with Fox's Cunning, which is intelligence.
When did you get this?
Bro, you had this whole time?
No. I was looking through my spell list, and I did a little swapping. The same time I put create water in my spell list, and I just haven't found a use for it because it's like, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to using spells outside of combat. So it now seemed like a good time to do it.
Alright.
It just gives me advantage.
All right, then.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Roll me an intelligence check. At advantage.
What is
Yeah.
it, Marshall?
This is 9.
The advantage is a 9?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Guess it's dumb as shit.
Poor guy.
Trying to read.
He's learning.
Yeah. You get. Is it cool if I post this in the?
Yeah, and it's
For everybody to
still just an extremist guide to death. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Like that.
That's insane.
I don't like this one.
Aerith
right.
tells Geth that hey, I'm a bit smarter, so if you need me to read for you, I can.
Actually, if
But Aerith is.
let me-
He's
let me-
gonna start reading bedtime stories to Geth.
These weird religious books.
maybe tomorrow.
And if you do really bad things, tomorrow's gonna eat you up or something.
Guess holds the book over his head like he's about to throw it.
Ah, I have the book. I have the book.
No, I didn't give it to you, bitch. I got all of
Ah,
it.
no.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys sleep through the night. Nothing bothers you. Tomorrow you wake up to a light rain, kind of a mist. Looks very eerie in the mountain pass. So now can somebody roll me a D12 plus 12?
I'm moving it.
Somebody rolling it? There you
D12
go.
plus 12, yeah. All right, yeah. Luckily for you, we'll take the first one. So, yeah, you make it. You're moving today. It's nice being on a well-packed path. Yeah, you make it. You make it your 19 miles. Big day. Stop for the night and you camp. Set up camp. Who's got sirens? That is not me.
They're after me.
Oh no.
They found me.
All right. Was there any reading happening tonight?
Oh, this is the end of the other day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to continue to try and read. I'm going to finish an Extremist Guide to Death, and I'm going to give Nadina's 2 to Aerith if he wants to help.
Is that how long, Jane?
Eric will help.
And again, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself before bed.
I got 36 more pages.
Okay. Since only one of you can read at a time, I'm just gonna take. If one of you has to choose to give the intelligence check, and I'll just take that one. I'm not giving advantage since you're not like. There's not really a reasonable way for you both to read the book at the same time.
Well, I
You're using a different book.
already rolled one. Aerith, do you want to roll? Or
Sure. Am I rolling intelligence?
yeah. Or
Wait, you guys are trying to read the same book?
no. I'm reading an Extremist Guide to Death, and he's got Nadina's 2.
Oh. Okay. Okay. What did you roll for an Extremist Guide to Death?
Do I still do it?
Yep,
10.
yeah.
10.
You have your advantage on it.
Yeah.
Yep. A 10? A 9 and a 10, Marshall?
Oh my god.
That's
okay.
gross.
Motherfucker.
Hey man, switch
All
die.
right. Yeah.
It's the only one I have.
Yeah. I'm still. You're gonna get. You kind of. I mean, you've kind of gotten the point with this chapter, but that's what you get about
I don't see how.
the rest of the Goda raid of 972.
Big year.
And Aerith, you rolled a 14 on Nadina's 2.
I did with my one roll. Then roll 4 and only get 10.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna do some bookkeeping. Nadina's 2.
Because you're reading books.
All right, and you rolled a 14. Hank, you want to highlight what you think since you're there right now?
Yep.
I figure like that, but if you think, okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and Aerith, are you cool with me sharing this with the rest of the group?
Absolutely.
Just sending in. Okay. So it's
That's in the Danish one.
Let's say we got that before.
sorry. Okay, that was in Nadina's 2. Somebody has started reading this before. The tree ants. You guys got that already?
That's in Nadina's too.
You've
It
been
is,
reading a
yeah.
lot. I think
But somebody started Nadina's 2 at some point. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, Marshall mentioned that, and I didn't remember, and we didn't have it marked off, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Maybe just add the next line.
Okay. Let's do this. Well, how? Okay, we'll do this.
Yeah.
You want to do the first one there?
Yeah, do the first one too.
Okay. Okay, that is a confusing way for that. Why did it? Okay.
Read from monster manuals if you need more.
Oops.
Really good one.
Where did that come from?
Obviously.
Good.
Oh, that was for the tree ants. My bad. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, starting at the Nadinus does not have many allies and few enemies, and then after that, and you got through the first god, but you know that there are multiple entries after that that you just didn't get to. Cool. All right. And you guys will go to sleep for the night. Nothing bothers you. And the next day you wake up to a nice clear day. Yeah. And does somebody want to roll me D12 plus 12 for the distance you moved today?
Y'all sound like y'all been getting it, bro. I can go and chill.
Is it D12 plus 12?
Hey.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Zon over.
Yeah, you guys are booking it today. Yeah, you're booking it.
That's what I imagine.
And you make it about 9 miles, so about halfway through your day. Can Baracus, can you give me a perception check?
Yes, I need a perception check. Let's see. Perception.
Is San Marcos at war?
No, no, I'm in Austin. So you see.
It makes actually a lot more sense than mine. That tracks.
Come on now. Sorry, my computer just froze on me.
You're good. Do you want somebody else to roll it real quick?
Please.
That's cool.
Yeah, please.
All right, Aerith, roll me a perception check.
Do it. Boom.
All right, 14. Yeah, you, as you're walking down the path, you kind of hear some rustling off to your right, in the brush,
Guys,
and the
this
rustling gets louder. And popping out right in front of you from behind a bush is a naked gnome. You see him standing about 3'5". He runs out, naked as the day he was born,
All right.
and he sees you. He's gonna look at you and gasp. And then he's gonna run back in the direction that he just came from. Back into the woods.
Guys, am I still drunk?
Should.
Jeff is gonna wave his hand in front of Aerith's face really fast to see if it makes him dizzy.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. I guess is gonna. Let
Yeah, you all saw that, by the way. Aerith just heard it coming, but you all definitely saw that.
Geth is gonna look towards Path. He's gonna say, "Does he seem familiar?"
Nope.
Then should we carry on?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
unless you want to chase a naked gnome.
I'm not particularly in favor of it.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. Yeah. You make it the remaining
Ring.
11 miles in your day and set up camp for the night. Is there any reading tonight?
Yep, same thing. Gonna try and finish the death book, and I'm gonna hand Nadina's 2 back to Aerith.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and just so you guys know, we looked it up and we've kind of worked on the mechanics of like when you find a magical item, how you identify it. And so we're gonna say that there's an intelligence check that goes along with it, and you have to spend a long rest in contact with it, like studying it basically, to figure out what it is. And so you have to pass you basically, it takes as long as it takes you to pass an intelligence check, and you have to spend a long rest doing it. So
Okay.
cool. So you guys want to roll me your intelligence checks for the what's the dice?
I can do
For
that.
the books.
Oh, damn, really, yeah.
Again, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself.
What is it? Say it. Say it.
9.
How?
Stop casting it on yourself. That's gotta be it. That gotta be it. You need a new spell.
Look at a 9 and a 6, guys. Guess is I don't know what to do.
That's crazy.
You illiterate.
We should read better.
First, we've got Aerith. And Aerith gets a couple more gods that follow Nadinus.
Mm-hmm.
And Geth. Geth. You rolled a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me. You see you're near the end of the book. I just got to figure out if you're really dedicated to finishing this book. Why don't you give me a Constitution check to see if you stay awake long enough to finish it?
I got Constitution of a +2.
You got this. You can roll well on this one.
I got a 9.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then another 9.
It's the 9.
Yeah, you just kind of reread passages that you've already read for today.
Wait, what was the roll?
You don't get
A 9.
I rolled a
it was
7.
9 plus 2, so 11. But
No, he rolled a
he's not-
7.
He's not awake. Oh, a 7, so 9.
That 9 is after my +2.
That's gross.
Don't worry, guys. It's back in its bag.
Yeah, just roll with the computer.
I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
do
You
that.
can at least refresh the computer.
What's that mean? 999.
Yo, I'm gonna fucking cry. This is absolutely atrocious.
Okay. And yeah, you guys trying to find I dropped my die. Yeah, you finish up your rest. You finish up your rest and move on to the next day. It doesn't matter. Somebody remind me I need to find my 20-sided dice. Okay. Yeah, and the next day you wake up to a heavy rain.
Can I actually, sorry. Can I actually switch out a spell or two in my spell list this morning before we get going?
I redo the thing.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
After we do that, I am oh, never mind.
You.
Nothing? You're not changing any spells?
So far.
Okay.
Somebody want to roll me a D12 plus 12? Damn. All right. Man, you guys are rolling. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, it's raining heavily today. So you're gonna make about half that distance. So you moved well, but it's raining very heavy today.
So how much would that be? Like 9?
Yeah, so we'll round down to 9. And you guys make it about 9 miles. You're trudging. The road is becoming a bit muddy, and the rain is really obscuring your view. And you get in and you set up camp for the night. You're soaked. Probably not going to be able to read a whole lot tonight. You're trying as hard as you can to keep your books dry. So I'd suggest probably not taking them out.
Okay.
Also, I misspoke before. It's a short rest, not a long rest that you need with a magical item, and then the intelligence check.
What?
A short rest? You
Oh.
spend a short rest trying to figure it out.
Okay.
I said long rest.
Since there's no time to read because of the rain and stuff, can I like look at the ring that I got from Cap to try and see if it has any magical properties?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Sure. It's not wisdom.
Wow.
You know that it is in fact a ring. Jesus Christ, Marshall.
Bad.
Oh man.
You know that it is a ring.
That's just like an unfixable thing the way you're rolling. There's not a thing that can be done at this point.
But he's gonna roll 20s against the dragon, so you know it's about to even itself out.
Oh, probably.
I'm gonna roll a 20 on my stealth check when I have disadvantage.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys yeah, you wake up the next morning. Geth, as seemingly every day that you guys talk to him, he just seems less and less there. He's kind of like, you know, maybe being in the wilderness for this long is getting to him. He's just yeah, not great at conversation or, you know, basic math either.
Stop calling the one thing he has.
Yeah, does somebody want to roll me? So you wake up the next day and the heavy rain has subsided. You're getting in and the mountains are getting taller, actually, the further you come up to Chateau. You've noticed you've kind of been headed up this, like, in elevation this whole time. And at this point it's actually kind of flurrying. It's a light, very, very light snow. I wouldn't say it's snowing, but it's a flurry as you guys walk up. It's gotten cold. It seems to be kind of a, you know, it's an early spring kind of cold, little bit of flurries. But you guys can make normal time today. So can somebody roll me a D12 plus 12?
$17.
17.
Yeah, we'll be there in no time.
We're gonna get there.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys take off. You make it. You're 17 miles today. Yeah. Yeah. You make your 17 miles and you set up camp. It's kind of died down. Still cold up here, but you're not really snowing or anything. So.
All right.
Question for the DMs. If I try to manually like check out what this ring is, I know I have to make intelligence checks, and then spend time with it. Can I have someone else make the intelligence checks and then I be the one to spend time with it to understand, or no?
Whoever, because the intelligence check is associated with you studying this thing, like physically looking at it. So whoever is looking at it needs to be the one
Right.
doing the intelligence check.
If it's something that requires attuning, would it automatically attune to that person?
Would it attune to who?
Like the person studying it. Like if I gave it to like Zon or something and had Zon look at it and understand what it is, would it automatically be attuned to Zon?
No, you have to focus on you have to focus on attuning. So basically you would have to know what it is to attune to it. You can't like accidentally attune to something.
Okay. Just making sure. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
But tonight I'm gonna try reading again.
Let's do it.
Cool. The ball book.
Yep, I'm gonna try and finish it again, and then Eric gets Nadina's too if he's willing.
Or actually, can I try to do the magic thing on my bow?
It's not magic. It's not magic.
Yeah.
We used
No.
detect magic on it.
I don't believe, but it's okay. All right, I can read the book.
No, if you want to, by all means, go ahead. I'm just reminding you that I did use detect magic and it was not magical.
But it definitely did fire damage at one time.
In the dream?
Maybe it was not a dream, okay? Just one have a magic bow.
Well,
You guys are
glad it
still
was a
alive,
dream because then
so.
Zon should not be here, and Zon is the only thing holding this group together.
I like the idea that Aerith potentially sold his soul, so he's like, I should at least get a magic bow out of that, right?
Yep.
All right, you guys want to give me your intelligence checks for the books?
I'm
Or
going,
are you looking at the bow? Aerith?
I'll do the book. I'll just do the book. One second, my
Okay.
mouse isn't working. Let's see there.
Cunning.
You got this.
Come on, Jeff.
15.
Hey,
There you go.
All right.
First roll was a
And
3.
that's disgusting.
Aerith rolled an 8. So we'll do Aerith real quick. Aerith finds out.
It's a second.
Um,
And I don't use too many levels. This one's not good. Is that naked gnome gonna fight us?
okay, this is what Aerith
Like,
found.
run at you with his butt out, trying to touch you with it.
Everything's critical.
That's where I found out.
That's what Aerith found, and Marshall or Geth, you were able to finish the book.
Really hard on those words.
Mhm.
And that's what you get.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
All right. Yeah, you guys go to sleep, and you wake up the next day to a nice clear day. Can somebody roll me a 12 or D12 plus 12?
Really fucking bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys take off, and around 10 or 11 probably, you approach what appears to be buildings. You see, you're kind of approaching these mountains that are up at the back and sloped down from the mountains, built along the hillsides, kind of in a terrace form. Seem to be some buildings, and you can only kind of see them. There's a lot of trees obscuring your view, but you can see them when you get to various clear spots in the forest.
Geth is gonna nudge Path ever so slightly and ask if this is Chateau Monix.
Yeah, no, this is home.
We're finally here.
Get it?
Yeah, no, this is it. Yeah, we're not too far from my family's end now.
Well, lead ahead if you don't mind then.
Yeah, Path will move to the front of the group as you walk towards the area in front of us.
As we go into the city though, Geth is gonna like stick to his side rather than behind him.
Yeah. You guys begin walking up, and sorry, 1 second. I gotta pull up the map.
Everything's a battle map.
Including the map. Can we move you
Yeah,
on?
you start.
You had plenty of battles on there.
You're walking through the forest, and you kind of notice there are just some buildings occasionally off to your side, off to like the sides of the path, and then they get progressively more dense. There's not like a gate or a wall around the city. It's just like a cluster of buildings that seem to be nestled amongst the trees. It's a pretty dense forest down here. But you start noticing, eventually you get to a point where there are buildings on either side of the road, and you're kind of walking down like a sort of main street in the city. And yeah, you're walking down and you notice like there are buildings to get food, and there's whatever shops and stuff that you might see. You're not really looking, you're on a direct path to the inn where path is taking you. So you move past this initial line of buildings and make it to a corner where you see an inn, with the sign the ash tree. And can somebody give me a perception check at advantage since you're all right here?
Got it.
Okay. Ah,
There you go.
There's Jeff.
He still got
Yeah,
his
Jeff,
sign.
you
He's wise as shit.
eagle eye vision. Yeah. So you notice at the end of this kind of road that has developed where you're walking. So since you've entered the city, the path has become kind of cobblestone. And in front of you are stairs that lead up some hills in front of you. And walking down this wide set of stairs is a large grouping of dwarves, and they seem to be carrying a lot of stuff. And they're turning off and heading into the buildings and trees off to their right, your left as they walk down these stairs. And so you notice hundreds of dwarves walking down these steps.
So just a quick question. Did we see anyone else as we walked into the city, or are these the first people we've seen?
Yeah, no, it's it's like midday and people are kind of going about their business. You've noticed a lot of humans walking around, an occasional dwarf, but it seems to be a populated city. It's not like a ghost town or anything. People aren't just hiding inside.
Okay, good. That's just what I needed. I'm again gonna ask Pap if he knows what that's about.
I'm not sure, but I'm actually kind of curious to find out. You guys willing to take a quick detour before we stop at the inn?
Let's do it. Cool with that.
Absolutely.
And let's go follow that crowd.
Then yeah, I guess we'll head off towards the
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you walk up, you walk forward and you get to the stairs, and there's a steady stream of dwarves, just families, a lot of like kids, men, women, and they're turning off and kind of heading into the woods. You'll notice that the streets are kind of lined with buildings, but there are a lot of trees, a lot of these big pine trees that exist behind the buildings. And so they're heading off behind the buildings and into these little patches of forest, and setting up tents, actually.
Geth will approach the nearest one and ask him why they're setting up camp here.
Yeah, this one that you approach, you'll notice kind of as people are coming in, he's kind of like talking to all the people coming in, handing like small bags to the people as well, as they're kind of walking in this crowd that you're walking with. So you kind of, what did you say? You said you just kind of walk up and ask them what's happening?
Yeah, and like why they're setting up camp here.
Yes, well, my friend, it seems that you have stumbled into an area that most non-dwarves don't come over here too much. So I believe you are lost, I take it?
Not necessarily lost, but we are new to the city. We're actually escorting a former resident back to his home. But not necessarily lost. We were just a little confused.
I'm pretty sure whoever you're escorting back here does not live back this way, but were you just curious or something?
Only curious.
Well, my name is Jukromi Hodgson. Most of my friends just call me Jag, so you should call me Jag, because I see that we could be good friends. You guys don't quite look like the majority of the population here in Chateau Monet.
Oh, so it is Monet.
It is when you pronounce it correct.
Duly noted.
Most people do not.
What was his name?
Jag.
Jag. Okay. Weird.
Well, is there anything specific I can help you about? We're trying to get set up at this new town. It's a bit difficult to move hundreds of dwarves, well, thousands, from our homes.
Can I ask why you're moving in such large numbers?
What's it to you?
Again, just simple curiosity and trying to lay rest to some rumors that I've heard recently.
He's gonna kind of look over and go, "Do you work for the city?"
No, my friends and I actually aren't even from this continent. Again, we're just escorting a friend back to his residence.
Yeah, Path will kind of wave in the back, but he seems to be content to let Geth talk at the moment.
Then I would say Chateau is not the safest place right now.
Geth is gonna lean in and whisper, and he's gonna go, "Is it because of the vampires?"
At like normal volume, he goes, "Yes, it is, of course, because of the vampires, but not just that. Tensions are high in the city."
Path at this point will step forward. He'll say, look, we really only mean good. Is there any way we could, you see, I'm from here. Is there any way that we could maybe schedule a time to meet with you and discuss potential ways that myself and my companions here could help you out? Perhaps with Gottmer?
It's
These
been a
two old
long
friends.
time since you've been here, has it not? Then
It has, yes.
I
I
figured.
returned to help out.
Well, I would say I don't. What are your names, each of you?
Geth Goldwyn.
Aerith Feljean.
Baracus, no last name.
Orphan.
And Dragonborn.
Sorry, I said Zon. It's Zon.
Soft spoken for one of such scales. Yes, well, Gottmer is busy, as you can imagine, with the move and all, but why don't I take your name? And you said your name is
Zon?
Yeah, that would be Path.
Oh, not me. Sorry.
F, and is there a last name that he might recognize?
Yeah, Path Sarkon. He might remember me
Oh.
from when I was a child. Yeah.
Yes, well, Mr. or Path Sarkon, is there anywhere that you are staying in town? Because I could go talk to Gottmer and maybe perhaps get a message to you if he is willing to meet.
Yeah. We'll be staying with my parents at the ash tree.
How old are you, sir?
Old enough.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that you seem at least in some capacity interested in helping. That's rare in these parts, especially for and he's gonna look very like long and hard at Geth and Path and be like, the humans of the area. But well, if you truly mean to help, then I will deliver your message to Gottmer, and I will have a message sent to you about his response. If you truly mean to help.
We do wholeheartedly.
Well, there is a lot to get done. So with that, why don't you get out of here so we can finish moving in these poor people, and I will get a message to Gottmer, and a message will be delivered to your inn post haste.
Yeah, thank you, Jag.
It was nice to meet each of you, and I do hope to see you again. Odd group. I've never seen a what is the word in common?
Elf.
Horned ones?
Oh, tieflings.
Yes, a
tieflings.
tiefling. I've never seen a tiefling before. Just read about them in the storybook. So this is a pretty interesting day.
It's a pleasure. There's not many of us around anymore.
That is a true shame that you do not have a home for yourself within this um continent, I believe.
Yeah, used to it, I guess.
Well, still a true and utter shame. In the past, there was homes for everyone. Well, with this, I shall get back to work, and I will get a message to you at my at Gottimer's earliest convenience.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Should we be off to the ash tree?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll head back along the path, and Path will let you talk to you guys as you go. He'll kind of fill you in a little bit. Say so the dwarves and Chateau live in the old mine shafts. They've built themselves basically another town in there, and that's up the hill up there. And so it seems that the vampire problem has displaced them. So we'll if you are all agreeable to it, we will try to meet with them tomorrow or whenever they are able to meet with us and try to figure out a way to help if you're okay with that.
I don't see any reason why not, as long as everyone else is okay with it.
That's cool with me.
Yes, I know that you've all done a great deal for me up to this point. I just ask that you maybe just stick around and hear out some of the residents of Chateau before you leave.
We can do that.
Cool. All right, to the ash tree. Yeah. Okay, so you guys walk down the road, not very far, like 100 feet probably. It's not very far, and you approach an old. It's a very narrow and tall, kind of rickety building. It looks old, and it's an old, it's old construction. I don't know. Recently, I watched Harry Potter. Have you guys seen Harry Potter? You know the Weasley's house.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it looks similar to the Weasley's house and
I'm with
construction.
you now.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys Path will lead the way and walk in. The front door, it's pretty deserted. You notice not many people there, but there is a short, plump woman standing behind the bar, who looks unfortunately similar to Path. And all out. My word, is that the Path Sarkhan?
Hey, Mom.
Wow. Big city Path come to grace us with his presence.
Look, you don't have to start in on that like already, okay? I'm here to see you guys.
Interesting. And I see you brought some
They're my friends.
friends.
Mother, yes, my friends who helped me get here. It was a difficult crossing.
Geth is gonna walk forward and up and reach his hand out for like a handshake and introduce himself. Madam, my name is Geth Goldwyn.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ah, lovely. You are a striking young man. It was nice to meet you as well.
And these are
And
the rest of my compatriots, comrades.
An interesting group. You know, son, you could have written.
Yes, ma'am. Mom, that's not necessarily the easiest thing. I mean, you know, my job and all was busy. but also the whole yes, mom, I should have.
Hmm.
Is
And what do you
father
do?
here?
No, not you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, he's in the back. He'll be about. I won't bother him. He's very busy running your inheritance. But aside from that, what do you do? Tiefling. Never seen one of you. What do you do?
Me?
No,
Well,
the other tiefling. Yes, you, darling.
oh, well, I was an apprentice, and my master was killed, and we avenged him. That's how I met my friends here. But I am an orphan.
How dreadful. An elf. You.
Oh.
What do you do?
Okay.
I shoot stuff with this awesome bow, and also I like cats. And I look around. All right, is Cheth with us?
Roll a perception.
Roll a perception. Boom.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Stop wasting.
He is. Just so you know, your perception roll had nothing to do with whether he was there or not. He is there.
Is there?
Gosh.
Mrs. Sarkhan is gonna take a look at your bow that you held up. What a gaudy color. And
Mother.
you,
Mother.
Dragonborn.
I'm
Ah.
purple.
Dragonborn.
Don is terrified at this moment. This is the first time he's felt real fear. But Zon's gonna say, just trying to help a friend. Yeah, Zon's uncomfortable.
Well, that's nice that you would call Path a friend. All right. And at this point, you'll notice a fairly large, like very large human man walk into the room. He's going to kind of scan the room for a moment, give a little bit of a huff, and then he's going to turn back and walk back into the back room that he just walked out of.
Good to see you too, Dad.
You see, you've upset your father.
What do you mean I upset him? I just walked in seconds ago.
All right. Well, I presume you all need a place to stay for the night. That will be 3 gold pieces per room.
Yeah, Mom, I'll take care of it. I'll give you the money in a little bit for sure for everyone.
All right. Very well. Well, if you don't need anything else from me, I will be here working the again, your inheritance are in.
Can we help ourselves to the bar? Maybe make a meal. Can I make a meal for my friends?
Yeah, just you just put the coinage in the jar.
Yeah, of course, Mom. I'm not gonna steal from you, but okay.
All right. And she'll go back to she's gonna go to like sweeping in the corner of the room. She's still in the room.
Good.
Geth is actually going to approach her again, and he's going to say, I do apologize for bothering you, but we never did find out your name, and I would hate to continue to refer to you as Pap's mother.
Oh no, darling, don't you worry about a thing. My name is Delphine Sarkhan, and don't worry, you are not a bother. And honestly, your room is on the house.
Oh, I can't let that happen. We are visitors. I have to pay.
But you have kept my incapable son alive, I'm sure, on this long journey. So for that, I do owe you a debt of gratitude, despite.
I kept him alive too.
It was me too.
Actually, all of us
He's
did
going-
help Pap get here, but at the same time, I have to admit, Pap was able to hold his own, and I would be lying if I said he did not help me stay alive in certain situations. We have as much, we owe as much thanks to him as he does to us.
Interesting.
I mean,
Interesting. Okay, well, I must really get back to work. I will. You see, it's very busy. We're expecting a big night tonight, so I'll get back to work.
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Mhm.
Yeah, Pap will kind of hop behind the bar and he knows where things are, or seems to, and he kind of pours an ale for everyone that's here. The group of 5 of you, as well as starts kind of working on just some like generic stew type of thing.
This is gonna take a seat at the bar, probably directly in front of where Pap is currently working. And he's gonna say, "Your mother is quite charming. You know that, right?"
I'm sorry about her. I'm really sorry to all of you about her. This is how she normally is.
Well,
But nothing to apologize for. I only apologize that things seem to be tense amongst you and your family at the moment, and we don't seem to help all that much with that.
At the moment, no, you're actually a great sight for her. She really likes you. I'm sure. No, it's just, yeah, no, I mean, it's been a tense life between me and them, but you know, here we are. Better to have a home that the people in it hate you, right, than have no home at all.
yes.
Paf.
Wait, now I'm sad. Wait, wait, that was so sad. That was so sad.
Mother, I didn't mean to be depressed. Yes. I'm gonna cry.
Anywho,
Egren, I do have a question.
yes.
Egren mentioned that happy things happened here. Is that possible? What
Yeah. When you
fond memories do you have of this place?
when you bring up Egren, they're kind of like
You're gonna need it.
a sad look goes over Paf's face, kind of like the look Brock is probably just gave when he said yes to that, and he goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, Egren's from here as well, or I guess was from here, same as me. We grew up together, him and I. So, so many times I got out of work and just kind of snuck away from my duties to help the family, and we'd go hang out with Egren. We'd hide underneath the building, behind it, anywhere that we could get away from my lovely parents. And
Is that where the phrase "it's always darkest under the ash tree" comes from then?
yeah, it is. I'll be back in a minute, and he's gonna kind of walk away out of the room.
No, I think I upset him.
Yeah, you did.
I
Asshole.
do have a, I'm so sorry. I mean, we're here because of him. I do have a question for you guys though. Should we notify Egren's family?
Oh shit.
It would be nice to let them know, but we're also the ones suspected of killing him, so I don't know how that would come across.
We
You
have
know,
a note
I
of him
actually
saying
have
that
a
we
thought.
didn't kill him. So
I'm pretty sure Pat believes us as well. Like we all have firsthand accounts, but obviously like his family might not believe us, but Pat definitely does, and it seems like Pat and Egren were best friends.
yeah, I don't really know what to do in this town. I don't want to spend a ton of time because of the vampire thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just figured they probably don't know, and we might want to tell them.
And you know, I know we also you know, all kumbaya over here, but we came here on a job, and I'm needing to see some financial
Yeah, okay, also, like,
compensation.
they set my sword here. Where's my sword? Sword.
I'm just I don't want to be the person, you know, to bring up money, but I'm gonna be the person that brings up money because
Actually, after a couple minutes, actually, you'll notice Paf walks in holding like a 4 bags, 4 small pouches. You're an asshole. He was grabbing your money, so fuck. but then he walks up and he hands each of you a bag, and he goes, in this is 75 gold for each of you. I do have another 75 gold for each of you, but it's going to take me a minute to grab that. I have to go retrieve it. In addition, I hope that if you're willing, you would help me out for a couple days, get my feet under me here. And I think, I don't know, as you can see, the city really looks like it could use some help, and I can't think of anyone better to help than you guys. I'm not asking for a lot. Can I 4 days, maybe?
Well, we did promise Zahala story, or I promised Zahala some stories by the time we return to the Abyss. So I personally,
One way to get them.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I appreciate everything you guys have given me, and I hope we can make more stories together and while you guys are here. And I'll do my best to keep you guys out of trouble, but sometimes I feel like trouble finds you.
Definitely.
As you guys are talking, there's like a on the door, and a little dwarven boy comes sprinting in. And he just looks at you and goes, "We will see you at the palace whenever you would like. The palace is just the biggest tent." And then he sprints out of the door.
All right.
Sacred flame. Half cast vicious mockery. This is horrible.
The opportunity now that I didn't get
Awesome.
a kid in a mock.
Yeah, the kid. Hey.
After the little dwarf boy leaves, Delphine, who never left the room, is gonna walk over. Oh my goodness! You know, the dwarves have really they've become a bit of a problem since you've left, Path.
Oh,
And have you seen their
Yeah.
shanty town?
yes, I saw the tents that are unfortunately having to be set up, Mother.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, yo.
Oh my goodness! You know, you'd think that maybe they could figure out their own problems in the caves and stay there.
Is the prefect helping out in some way, providing financial assistance or anything?
Why should he? You sound like one of the dwarves.
Geth
Why should he help?
is gonna lean over to Delphine and whisper, "I've heard it's only a temporary fix while they manage some troubles in their mine shafts. Shouldn't be too long before they're gone."
Yes, dear, I am aware of the situation. Believe me, they they could deal with their own issues. They don't need to come to our prefect and ask. They have their own leaders. They've made it clear they don't listen to our prefect.
Look, clearly they're trying. No one's setting up tents outside of the inn here because they want to live in tents near your godforsaken place, Mom.
Huh? I believe we have some errands to run. Would you join us?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Mom,
Yeah.
I left 10 gold, in addition to the money for the ales inside the jar.
Very well. All right, I will go console your father. I'm sure he's very upset.
Yeah, you're welcome. I love you too, Mom. And Path kind of just storms out into the street.
Yeah, Geth is gonna follow.
Did y'all get a sword in the mail for an errand?
Great.
Are you asking Delphine?
Yeah.
No, dear. No, dear. We did not.
Oh, I apologize. I had asked Pav to send it here. Do you know where else he could have sent it in the city? Is there any other place?
A lot of our mail is sent to the palace, and they have a division that deals with that. But
Okay, thank you so much. You've been such a help.
I don't.
Okay, Aerith is
Okay,
just
so you
sitting
guys-
there awkwardly and follows after now.
Yeah, you've stepped outside of the inn. It's cool, midday, early afternoon probably. So
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I sneezed.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you, Marshall.
With Pap,
what?
are we with Pap?
Yeah, I think he stepped outside with you.
Yep.
Okay. Zon, in an attempt to lighten the situation, is going to like lightly like clap him on the back, like in a friendly way, and say, are you going to use your peace negotiation skills to create a truce between the vampires and the dwarves?
Truce.
Zon, tell me, what do you know of vampires?
Oh, absolutely nothing. Just trying to, be a little helpful.
Keep your peace negotiations in mind if you ever come across one, okay?
I thought Edward was
Okay.
cute.
Well, Pap,
Glad I could help. Hope you feel better. Your mom sucks. Same team.
Thank you.
Pap, do you have any experience with vampires or know anything of them?
Just what I read when I was doing my studies a while back. They are not friendly, to say the least. But I'm sure the dwarves could give you better answers than I could.
Well,
Do they have any weaknesses in all seriousness? Like, are there things around town that we can arm ourselves with in order to be prepared?
wooden
mean-
stakes.
You look around. I mean, well, one.
Guard.
Wait. I'm
Just
not
rumors.
sure.
Are there actual things that help?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe, but to
Oh,
be
but
honest,
you
I
don't
mean,
know anything about them either.
people are walking around normal, so I don't think it's a problem that we have to deal with. From what they from what you told me that Zahala said was that it seems to be a dwarven problem. And you see again people just kind of wandering the city normal. So I mean, be on guard if it makes you feel better, but I don't see any reason to worry right now.
Okay.
Sounds like to me there'll probably eventually be an issue. It's just so far they're only been an issue to people you deem not worthy of stepping in and helping.
Boom.
So you're saying that I feel these people aren't worth helping, the ones that we are currently on
Oh,
our way to go see to try to help?
I think he.
No, I feel in general like you as in the people who live on the surface here in Chateau Monet. I should have been more specific. I apologize.
Does the rest of the town share your mother's sentiments towards dwarves?
Let's ask one, and he's gonna reach kind of look over to like a human person that's somewhat nearby and call him over. Hey, come here.
What?
Any thoughts on the dwarves?
Yeah.
You want
What's
to
it
share
to
them?
you?
I'm curious. What are your thoughts on the dwarves?
Yeah, I would like them to crawl back into their holes and stay there. But
Hey, yo.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, obviously. Okay, cool. Thank you.
yeah, take it easy.
No, yeah. Answer your question, Aerith?
It does.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Do I
Pat,
guess
we've been in a
apparently?
great mood since we've got here. Glad we made the journey.
Look, I'm sorry. It's family after this long is tense, and I was hoping that she would be at least a little excited to see me. You saw my father didn't even bother to say anything at all. So I'm sorry
People don't
I'm taking it out on you, but we can be on our humanitarian mission now, and that will make everyone feel better.
I do have one quick question.
Yeah.
Is it about the sword, Eric?
Possibly.
Where can we?
Read the room, man.
Read the room.
man.
He's gonna look at you. He's gonna be like, I told the guards to ask the blacksmith to send it here. If it's not here yet, I'm sure it will get here.
Okay.
I don't know how to help you. I don't know what you expect me to even do. You want me to write a letter back to the city of Mock being like, hey, this is half here. Yes.
We understand. We understand tensions are a little high right now,
Hey, man.
but we do ask you to try and keep your temper in check with us at the very least.
You're right. I apologize. I really do. You guys, it's a weird day. Weird day.
Well, let's walk it off. We might have one or two places that we might need to visit. One of which, and Geth is gonna pull out the note from Ignatius. And he's gonna say, we do have this to deliver.
Well, why don't we make a trip over to I guess the palace, the city hall or whatever, after we finish with the talking to the dwarves.
Me, as long as the others are okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
All right, you guys want to head over to the dwarf encampment then? All right. The small dwarf boy said head to the palace, which was the biggest tent in the grouping.
I love that.
Eric, he was on your
So
ass.
it's it's fairly obvious once you get there. You walk into the kind of wooded area behind all of the buildings, and there are a shit ton of tents. Like, I mean, you're tripping over the lines that are keeping the tarps up. The tents are like maybe a foot apart at most in most places, and so you're really tripping through. Dwarves are shuffling in, and they've seemingly brought like a lot of their possessions out here as well. You see like pots and pans, and there are paintings, and they seem to be preparing to stay here for a while. They've gathered as much stuff as they could grab, it looks like, and brought it. But yeah, you trip over, and you notice, you see kind of in the distance through the trees is a very large tent. It looks kind of like what you'd see as like an event tent or something that people would put up at like maybe an outdoor wedding or something. It's a very large tent compared to the rest of these. The rest of them a lot of them are tarps or very small tents that just like a family could fit in, maybe like a 4-person tent or something. But this one's large. Yeah, and you walk up to it, and you notice standing out front are a couple of dwarf guards. They're heavily armored, carrying big battle axes. Pretty much what you expect out of like your image of a dwarf.
How tall are dwarves, by the way?
Dwarves are, that's a good question actually.
Isn't it mid 4 feet? Something like that.
I want to say it's like 4'6" to like 5 foot or something, or it's like 4 to 5 feet. Yeah, 4 to 5 feet.
Yep.
A 5 foot tall dwarf is very tall.
Earth is finally taller than someone.
Damn.
How tall is Aerith again?
5'6".
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like
So
compared
Aerith is towering over these guys.
Haha.
Yeah, but you walk up, and there are a couple of dwarves. I'm saying, hey, who goes there? What do you want in our part of town?
Ooh. I'm going to take advantage of this that I have yet to use. And say, well, hello, we do not mean to trouble you. We're here on summons. We were told to meet here.
Oh, all right then. Okay.
Wow.
being set up.
That's And who do you think you are?
My name is Aerith Valjean.
Yes.
I'm here on behalf and escort of the Pav Sarkhan, who has just returned here to Chateau Monet.
Very well. All right. You may enter.
Thank
And
you.
they'll step aside for you.
Mhm.
And they're gonna kind of give Geth specifically a pretty dirty look as he walks past them.
Geth is just gonna smile at them, non-threateningly, in the most.
So you walk into this big tent, and it's well lit. There's a number of candles, like or like kind of stakes with light on them, like candles. And it's lit well. There are a couple of tables in there actually, and then there's one desk at the back that it seems like it's been set up for a while. There's a lot of papers as well as like artifacts and things kind of littered across it. So you notice like a quill and ink and just various seemingly dwarven engineered items kind of scattered across this table. And behind it is a dwarven man. He has glasses that are at the tip of his nose, and a long white beard. And he's reading over some document. And there's another dwarf next to him, a younger one who's kind of talking to him in kind of hushed tones as you walk in. And yeah, that's the scene you walk in on.
Geth is going
He'll
to kind of go, yoo-hoo.
He'll look up at you over his glasses. He'll put the paper down and kind of shoo his assistant. And who are you?
Yes, sorry. Apologies for bothering you. But I believe we did have a brief meeting set up with you. We received an invite from a young dwarven boy that braved his way into a part of the city I wasn't sure he should be. But we have brought our friend Pap Sarkhan with us.
And tell me, human, who are you to tell me or tell any dwarf where they should or should not be within our city?
Oh, I wasn't saying he couldn't be in the city. I was simply saying it didn't seem safe for him. Sorry, I misspoke. We're very new to the town, so we didn't quite understand certain relationships among the townspeople.
Yes, you may step to the back now. I would like to talk to the others.
Very well.
Other human.
Yes.
What do you have for me?
Well, how do you do? What is the title you would like to go by, Sir Windbeard?
My goodness, is that Path? Young Path?
Yeah, yes, sir, it is. The one and only. Back, oh goodness, just a little over 20 years later.
Holy shit! It has been a long time.
It has. It really has. But it is good to see you. I thought I was getting older, but sir, my goodness.
Well, the last time I saw you, you were beating up young dwarf children. So I'm not sure that the same can be said, but I hear that you have moved up in the world. So what do you have to say to me?
The truth is, sir, I have been privileged to know these four standing next to me as a party that helped me escape a dire situation in the kingdom of Vexus, and we want to do something good to just kind of keep the good back in this. Vikna needs good, And I can tell that you guys could be in use of some help right now. So we wanted to see if there was any way that the 5 of us could help while we're here.
Very well. That sounds nice. Why don't you step to the back? I'd like to talk to the others.
Okay.
You, the elf there.
Yes. How can I help you?
How do you feel about our friend Path back there?
Path has been most generous on our journey. He has provided well for us in exchange for us getting him here, and it has been very nice to me along the way.
And do you want to help the dwarves?
Well, who would not want to help someone in their time of need?
Very well. Steps to the back, please. And I would like to talk to the there's a scaled fellow there.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Zon.
All right. What brings you to Vikna? Are you from Yurg?
No, I'm traveling with my companions from a different continent. We were escorting Path back to Chateau Monet out from Mock.
Interesting. Okay. And do you want to help the dwarves?
Sir, on our way here, we freed an entire enslaved people and gave them a new hope for life. So I can speak for myself and my compatriots that we do want people to live a safe and free life as long as they can.
Very well. Now you move to the back. And you, an interesting fellow. Why don't you come close? Come here, tiefling.
Okay. Now I woke up.
And what is your story, my horned friend?
I'm an orphan who was an apprentice, and I had a master, and my master died, and I was able to.
Who? You were an apprentice to what?
Oh, a wonderful man of magic.
Who was this?
I forgot his name. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. You talk about him every session. You talk about him.
We do. My mind went blank. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in the chat so they have it.
Yeah.
Aaron, wow. No, I wouldn't have
Gareth
gotten
remembered the name, and you
He
didn't.
did. That's what's funny.
What a piece of shit. 2 years, 2 years of your life you lived with him.
You know? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Aaron?
Yes.
I remember that name.
Huh?
I remember that name. We do. I have fond memories of him. We
You knew my master?
fought along. I did. We fought alongside each other in the War of a Dozen Nations.
That I have so many questions.
Well, I don't have many answers. Step aside. All right. So you all want to.
Yeah.
Hey,
so I know this guy who was basically a dad, and he helped me in like a shit ton of wars and shit. By the way, move aside.
Really though.
Look, my young friend. Since you all would like to help the dwarves, you understand I'm very busy right now. I would like to regale you with stories of Ernan. But I am telling you, I'm very busy. If you would actually be willing to help the dwarves, then I might be able to spare some time and talk to you about your master or whatever you might like to hear.
Anything.
But my people need to eat.
Oh.
You see, we've been exported out of our minds, our homes and in the caves. We've been misplaced, and we left a significant amount of food in those caves. And you see, the humans are not the most caring or sharing, or they're really fuckheads.
I
So
don't
they
know.
won't give us any food.
Geth is gonna like nod in understanding in the back of the room.
They throw books really
So
hard.
if you could secure us some food, then I could probably talk to you. But until then, I must organize hunting parties and communicate with various outside parties to try to get us.
We'll do it.
So that my
Anything.
people don't die. Yes. All right. Well, if you can figure that out, we have about I don't know, 1,300 of us, 1,400 maybe, and we really need to be fed.
At this point, Geth is actually gonna pipe up from the back of the room. I may only be able to help a little bit, but are you in need of fresh water at all as well, or?
That would also be helpful. Yes. We have the streams running through the town that we can gather water from, but it is stream water. So if we could gather supply of water, that would be helpful. And as you guys are in there, actually, there's going to be a large human man is going to walk in behind you. He's like 6'4" probably, dark skin. He has long dreadlocks, and he's going to walk in, and the dwarf that you've been talking to is going to say, Artani, my old friend, come on in. And is the rest of you, please help my people out, and I may be able to help you out. But if you would please be off, I need to talk to my friend.
I guess Geth is gonna leave.
Oh, Zareth.
Yeah, Baracus is gonna leave.
As you guys
Yeah.
walk out, by the way, kind of waiting outside of the tent, not very far away, is Jag, and he calls you over to him as you guys walk out. He's like, "Come here, come here." So, how did it go? Did it go well?
Well, you see, we didn't get much further than introducing ourselves and being asked to try and help you with your food supply situation.
So he spoke of food and nothing else then?
He essentially, yes.
Did he at least talk about fighting back in any way at all?
I don't think so.
Yes, of course not. Why would he? Why would he ever do something like that? Yes, well, it was wonderful to meet you. If you need anything at all, as you're in Chateau, we appreciate the help. It's best wishes on your journey to gather food or whatever.
Just a quick question.
Of course.
Where do you keep all of your water supplies?
Well, it's here and there. There are jugs that we use to pull out some of the water we had in our caves before we had to leave. But of course, we couldn't carry it all. But just here and there, there's it's the tent with some supplies behind the main tent here.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is that I want to use 3 level 1 spell slots to do create and destroy water, to give them 30 gallons of water.
Okay.
I don't know, because I don't want to take too much time like saying like, hey, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here.
Yeah, he can show you where those are.
Okay.
If you want to stay with him, if everyone else is leaving, you're welcome to also.
Yeah, I'll stay behind for a little bit. I'm gonna hand the letter to Zahn, actually, the letter that I got from Ignatius, and ask Zahn to deliver this letter to the palace of Chateau. Your Chateau.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack's gonna be like, well, why don't I show you around and I can show you where our water is then.
Perfect.
So, yep, Jeff can go off with Jag.
Okay. So Aerith, Baracus, and Zahn. Geth is walking off, like by himself.
Jeff got it.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
There,
Wait.
real quick.
We're supposed to deliver that letter to the palace. Weren't we just in? Didn't they just say the biggest tent in the palace? We were just in the
I
palace.
don't think they send it to the dwarf.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. There's the human palace then.
right.
Okay.
We got
Right.
I don't know if y'all remember, we got it from Ignatius, the guy that was basically in charge of that little group of the guards of Doran.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I thought I had put it in my notes where we're supposed to deliver it to, but I honestly I guess I forgot or just didn't save my notes or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's to the palace because I don't think it's to the ash tree. And that would also be a good place to check for Aerith's sword, just in case it did get delivered there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I
But
thought it was the guard.
okay. Geth will meet y'all back at Ash Tree eventually.
Oh, and I did good speaking, didn't I, Zahn?
I think we both did a great job.
Yeah, you're all right. But I was awesome.
Diminishes accomplishment.
That's adorable.
Cool.
We take
Yeah, you
a
guys-
5-minute break as they're walking away
Yeah.
from the door. Let's take 5 and come back at 30 after.
That's
Beautiful.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay. Yeah, I need to charge my laptop anyway. It's dark in the rest of my house. Voices.
Okay, what is the beeping? Have I gone crazy? Have I lost my mind?
What?
What is the beeping?
Oh wait, give me a second. Wait, is it
Yeah, what is that?
no Duolingo?
Gotcha. Okay, what are you learning?
Nihon desu, Japanese.
Ah, Nihongo wa dekimasen.
Ah, not bad. I know how to reply, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just said I don't speak Japanese, so you're solid.
Yeah. Nani? You know what taco means in Japanese?
What?
Octopus.
Awesome.
Yeah, takoyaki or takoyaki.
Oh yeah, I've had takoyaki before. They're awesome. They're little fried octopus balls.
Are you
Delicious.
Are you doing Japanese Duolingo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I was doing that for a while.
I've been doing it. Oh, I sent Hank. I hit a 150-day streak yesterday.
Yeah, was I supposed to sign up for Duolingo with that? Because I already have a Duolingo account.
Oh no, it just said share it with a friend and I get gems. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. See, I thought I was supposed to click the link, but I got nervous clicking the link because I thought it was going to ask me to sign up for something, so I never clicked it. But
I mean, I think that's what it's supposed to get you to do, but I still got the gems either way. So I don't know.
okay, good.
Damn, making me feel real lazy. I'm gonna have to do that just so I can talk to you in Japanese.
Tiny. Oh, that's not funny. Yep. Funny. Oh, that's nickel. Boom. Ninniku means garlic.
What does?
Ninniku.
I'm being more. I was being. That's terrible. I don't like it.
Christian, you watch Demon Slayer?
Yeah. I've not. I'm gonna wait so I can binge watch it a little bit. But have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yes. Holy fuck!
Yes.
I'm so caught up with the manga on it.
It's so fucking good.
I'm not fully caught up on the manga.
What'd you say?
Until they were about to start the arc where crap, the bad guy or Gojo got sealed, and then they're about to start like they have like those areas that they're like sealed off like battle areas. They're about to start.
I still need to watch the movie.
The movie's not out yet. That's why.
No. I'm talking about Demon Slayer.
Oh, Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, Demon Slayer is really good.
Mugen Train.
What, the movie was good.
Yeah, the movie was really fucking good. Really fucking
The
sad.
only thing, like, I was just like waiting because like it was just so like Demon Slayer, like the hype was just so much, and then they didn't put out anything for what it was like 2 years or something like that. But the hype is still up there, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's been a
Like,
while. But
I almost forgot the plot.
the series is back in full force. I think they're halfway through the Entertainment District arc, which is
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that's where I'm caught up right now.
I'll start watching it then.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Who's
Attack
the
on
freaking role model?
I love Uzui.
Did y'all hit Attack on Titan?
My
Hey, it's
brother
nothing on
watches
my
Attack
Attack on Titan.
That shit's wild.
It's so crazy. Like I after the first episode of the fourth season, I went ahead and finished the manga, and my goodness, I'm glad I did. Just like I did with Invincible. Like after the 10 episodes of Invincible, I literally read every single comic in like 3 days, and it was fantastic.
Damn.
If y'all would like them, I have every single Invincible episode so far, and all of the comics. If y'all want that Google Drive link, because I got it.
What is a Google Drive link?
Huh?
I love that it's a Google Drive link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing at that too.
Well, no. I mean, everything is in my Google Drive folder.
Got you.
So I'm saying, y'all want it, I'll share it with y'all, and y'all can enjoy it just like I do.
I still need to watch Invincible.
Illegally.
This was so good. It's great.
You say you still need to watch it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll send it to you. No, you think I'm playing?
No, I would sending me all
Christian's
of
like, no, you're getting invested in my interest whether you like it or not.
You damn right.
Christian, I 100% believe you because I questioned you on whether or not you would send me Adventure Time, and I still have that folder of every episode.
You damn right.
I do too. I have that too.
You now have it, Marshall. Good job.
Appreciate you, friend.
All right,
Of course.
you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Aerith, Zahn, and Baracus, you were just left alone. You're in the middle of a group of dwarves in the middle of their tents. Geth just wandered off.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna see if I can make some friends. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can make some friends.
Okay. All right. How are you gonna do that?
Do I see anybody who's interesting? Like, who I see?
You look around and it's a bunch of families like moving their like. Wait, what was that?
Oh, I was just asking, who do I see?
Yeah, you look around, and you see a lot of families. So you see, you see tons and tons of people. There are dozens of dwarves around you. You see mostly just families like moving in and out of their tents, carrying their personal belongings. Yeah, pretty much everybody is just like dressed in whatever, normal kind of medieval citizen garb. Nobody particularly stands out to you.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna keep to myself then. Matter of fact, never mind. I'm chilling. I'm gonna just watch them.
Zahn and Aerith, you are also part of this this group. It's Zahn, Aerith, and Baracus, and you guys are left alone in this grouping of dwarves. And Geth has just given you a letter. What are you gonna do?
Should we head back towards like the human area because we should be delivering this to the human palace, right?
Path is with you as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. Path is also with you.
You know the way to the palace for like the humans, correct?
Yes, I do.
All right. Would you mind showing us the way? We are going to deliver this letter and see if my sword is there.
Happy to do so, but I can't guarantee your sword will be there.
I will be very upset.
Okay, fair enough.
So we're delivering this letter?
Yeah, Pap will leave you guys there.
Yeah, you guys walk out of this forest full of tents, and you start walking kind of against the grain, against all of the dwarves that are flooding down these steps, and you start walking up the steps, and then there's another set of steps. You walk past a very large manor type house, which is kind of in the woods, and you see a few paths that split off, and Path continues walking down a main path. You walk up another set of steps, and you see a large statue. It appears new, of a human man. And then you kind of walk past that and up a final set of steps. You're all very winded at this point. You've gained a lot of elevation, and in front of you, you see a large walled complex with a what appears to be behind it is a manor or maybe a chateau that's up on a hill. Large kind of ski village style building that appears to have had a lot of like fortification built on top of it. It looks like at one point, like maybe, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 years ago, it was just a house, but there have been a lot of fortifications built on top of it. It's a strange looking building. But yeah, you approach this large walled complex.
Is there like a gate open at all, or is there like a fortified gate?
Yeah, there's a gate at the front. It's open, but there are a couple of guards standing at the entrance to it. And you notice there are guards along the walls as well.
Don't suppose one of you guys wants to go in first.
I got this. Eric steps up.
Eric.
Eric goes, "Hello there, friends."
Yeah, hello, elf. What do you want?
Oh, hello. We're here with a letter from one of your guardsmen we met in not too far from here. He asked us to deliver it here to this palace.
Oh, I guess we can just take that letter for you, and we'll just deliver it inside. You can.
Okay,
stay
I'm
out
sorry.
here.
I'm getting like a lot of feedback noise and like people are breaking up. What was that?
Yeah, I'm hearing my own feedback as well. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Christian, that's you. What's happening?
Is that better?
Did you mute him?
I did, yeah. It gives me an option. I feel bad. Wait, I'm sorry. There you go. I asked him to unmute himself.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was that, Brendan?
Yeah, he says, yeah, I can take that letter for you, and I'll just deliver it inside.
Okay. Sure thing. I think Zahn has it, so like you can get it from Zahn.
Is that me?
And also, I was letting, yeah. So, and I was gonna ask if I had a sword sent here and didn't know if the mail had been delivered to here.
Yeah, I don't have the mail or track of it. Yeah, you can check with Morgus in town, maybe. I don't know. We have mail delivered here sometimes. I just think it's unlikely that an elf would have mail delivered here.
Oh, I was not the one who sent it. It was sent by Mr. Pav over here.
Yes, Pavlov is the name. Human from like near the area ish. I was just wondering if there's any way we could maybe at some point set up a meeting to speak with the prefect about this whole dwarven situation.
I don't know that the prefect wants to talk to anybody about that right now. We'll just take that letter from you, thank you, and you can be on your way.
I think we did have a song prepared. If the prefect would like to hear a song in addition.
I can't imagine the prefect would want to hear a song from you and your strange band of mutants. He's gonna look at.
We apologize if we made
on.
any bad impression, but sorry, I'm trying to use this again. But we were just wanting to offer our services to try to resolve the issues that we've seen here in this town, and we want to know if the prefect would be so generous as to give us an opportunity to try to strike a deal.
Yeah, give me a charisma check or persuasion.
Persuasion. Where's that? Right here.
Gosh.
Yeah, look, elf. I don't give a shit where you're from or what your deal is. You're not gonna get in to see our prefect. That's just how it's gonna be.
Path starts playing a song on his flute. A sad song.
What the fuck is this?
He doesn't listen to them. He continues to play his sad song. Very passionately. He's getting into it. He's dancing to it a little bit. And just keeps on just playing the
Give me a
flute.
performance. Give me a performance check, Path. Give me a performance check.
Dancing too.
A 10.
Oh my
Next to that
gosh.
24, that hurts.
Wait, Zon, what did you say?
Donald will do some interpretive dancing, like
Zon.
Trying to add on to the performance.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do for that is, Zon, if you roll me a performance check as well, which I'm gonna say right now, DC 15, I'm giving that to you. If you beat a DC 15, then I'll take that 24 performance
Come
from
on,
Path.
be better than Ormkirk.
Make that
You
dance.
got this.
-1. All right, here we go.
Has she improved? Damn.
Oh, nat 20 on the second one.
Oh my gosh. See.
Yeah, Pap will lower his flute.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Freaks and geeks, why don't you get the fuck out of here? Okay. Yeah. Give me that letter.
We're just asking.
Give me that. Give me the letter and get the fuck out of here, please, before I fucking stab you.
Absolutely not.
Not if you're gonna act like that.
Do we know who the letter
Hey yo.
Well, so
Yeah.
this guard and the guard that there were two guards. This guard and the guard next to him are both going to kind of raise their spears towards you.
Hey.
Look, we
Hey
don't
guys,
want to
let's
cause a
go.
scene, but I'll just fucking skewer you. So why don't you get out of here? You can give me
I
the letter or
apologize.
not. Honestly, at this point, I
I
don't care.
forgot to mention the letters from Ignatius, I believe.
Oh. Well, why the fuck didn't you say that, goddamn elf? Yeah, now you definitely
I
need to
apologize.
Now you need to give me the letter.
Ignatius
Hey
and,
yo.
his boss gave me a better impression. So I thought his soldiers would be more mannered. Forgive me for that impression. Zon, would you like to put the letter?
because of who I just need to make sure that it gets to who it's supposed to get to. I don't know if we can just trust these random guards.
Why don't you just let us go in with the letter? We'll drop it off, ask a quick question or two of the prefect, and then we'll be out of your hair. Yeah,
And if you do that, we won't mention how rude you were.
to Ignatius.
All right. All right. All right. You know what? My hands. What were your names again? Let me make sure I get those down.
Pavlov.
Aerith.
Yes. Pavlov. Aerith.
Baracus.
Okay. And you,
Baracus.
Lizard Boy.
Zon.
All right. That's a fucking stupid name. You can continue on. I've noted them. I'm sure that Prefect Duralac will love to see you. Fucking band of misfits in there.
After they walk away, Path is gonna lean over to the group and be like, okay, so let's be super fucking careful who we say my name to, as I am technically the prefect of a city in a kingdom on the other side. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's rumors that the borders are closed and shit's going down. So maybe we don't just give my name to any goddamn person that asks. Aerith, how about that?
Why didn't you say so before?
I fucking hate you. I'm saying it now, regardless, but I feel like us having to sneak through a goddamn mountain pass instead of taking the road to here might be a sign that people don't all know that I am here, but that's on me. I do apologize. No hard feelings. My name is Pavlov. Yes, I told the dwarfs my name is Path. Gottmer's an old friend. And of course, my mom and dad know I'm here. But besides that, we should minimize that.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also don't mention that while we're on the topic, don't mention that elf you were talking about earlier.
What elf?
Oh, okay, it's fine. You don't remember. It's okay then. We can move on.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You guys remember? It's fine. We can keep going.
None of us remember, apparently.
Yeah, you guys are gonna walk into the gates and approach this large. It's similar construction to like but all the other buildings in the town. So they're these large, like kind of tall, skinny buildings. And like I said, it's overly fortified, but it's an old chateau type building. So you walk inside. And you're being escorted, by the way, by a couple of guards. The asshole guard that was at the gate kind of pawned you off on a couple others that were inside. And you notice that this place is kind of crawling with guards. They're all over the place. Definitely not skimping on fortification. But yeah, you walk in. You walk in and you kind of walk into a great hall type area, which looks like it's like an old kind of cafeteria kind of thing. It's not like the nicest of places. It's an old like cafeteria, but they've done it up really nice. They're like nice flags and things hanging, banners hanging, large great hall type area now. And sitting on a fairly nice actual throne is a tall, slender human man. He has dark black hair. He has a kind of pencil thin mustache and a little like triangular beard. And he's gonna be sitting there. He's kind of tapping his fingers on the throne. He looks impatient.
Oh, also, as they were walking up, Path puts on a fake mustache from a disguise kit he has. Checked his inventory. He has one.
I'm sorry.
Can you real quick give me a stealth check maybe? No. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Performance, mayhaps.
No, I think sleight of hand. You are being escorted by guards.
What did you say?
Can I offer him my feather gorilla mask?
Did you say sleight of hand, Brendan? No, he's not going to wear the feather. Sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand. To see if any of the guards saw you put on the mustache.
12?
Shit, I lost my D20.
Oh yeah, Brendan, you can find that.
Yeah, the others aren't supposed to know that you just passed
What are
that,
you talking
but
about?
he passed that. Yeah.
I thought that was just a regular roll. I see it now. It says 2GM, so that it's not on Path really.
That's okay. Yeah. So
I know, but I saw it and I reacted.
yeah, you're gonna approach the throne. The guards are just gonna kind of lead you up there, and he's gonna the man is gonna sit there and stare at you.
He's gonna Path is gonna nudge Aerith.
Hello, sir. Prefect. Forgive me if you prefer a different title. We are here on behalf of Ignatius. He's sent us to deliver a letter.
So you'll notice when you walked in, he had a very tight scowl on his face. But you say this, and he's gonna smile. Say, welcome, friends. Welcome to the court of whatever the fuck his name is. God damn it, I lost it.
Videl Verloc.
Welcome to the court of Videl. Videl Durlock. Thank you for bringing this very important letter. And he'll reach out his hand to you to hand it to him. He's on. Do you? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Do you hand in the letter?
Ow. Yep. Ow. Stop.
Are you good?
Is it queso?
Yep. Yep.
All right, very well. And he'll take a moment and he'll read it, and you'll see his face turn from the kind of eat shit grin that he had to a bit of a scowl. Let's say, yeah. You think I didn't know that this was happening?
Forgive me.
What you obviously read the letters, elf.
For professional postal
I
service.
apologize, Prefect. I did not read the letter. I do not know to what you're referring.
Very well.
Reference.
What was that, Lizard?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dragonborn. I believe that's what we're supposed to call them now.
We're professional postal service. We have references.
Sorry. One more time.
Doesn't matter.
Just get closer to the computer.
It's illegal to read other people's mail. We're professionals. We have
That was worth it. That was worth it.
That's comedy. That was worth it. That's comedy.
All right. Very well. So you all just came to deliver this letter to me, all 4 of you.
Half is gonna whisper to Baracus. It might sound better coming from someone else, but you should bring up that the dwarves need food.
Me? Okay. Okay.
You're too fish.
Okay. Sir.
Mhm.
Yes.
I hate to bother you. However, the dwarves who are outside of the town, they're starving, sir.
Oh my God! I knew that this was a fucking ruse. I knew it. This letter isn't even real, is it? You
Huh?
fucking spies.
Whoa! Sir, what?
Sir, please
Dotmer
don't
sent
jump
you
to
to me.
conclusions. This is
Sir,
wait.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. We've never seen what's inside of the leather, so we have no clue. Would you please fill us in so we can potentially help? I guess.
Help who? It would be a great help to me if you could convince the dwarves to go back into their fucking caves where they live and deal with their own goddamn problems. That would be a great help. Could you help me with that, please?
Potentially. We'll have to. We've just arrived in town today, so we do not know solution currently without looking at the situation. But we came to also offer our services to help resolve the situation.
Path is gonna whisper to Zahn. And say, you should bring up that the dwarves are growing restless and we're worried about violence within the city.
Hey, what? My goodness, man.
Yeah, so problem, and we're here to help you solve it. They're not happy. Happens when people get hungry, people are in their homes. You don't want them in your home. We're just here to help.
That was a very diplomatic answer from a very barbaric type person. Interesting.
We're weird
And
people.
he's gonna motion over a human, his servant person who's who's a small human girl, and he's gonna bring her over, and she's gonna hold out a tray to him. You take a shot.
Yeah, it's really
Now look.
into that
Work it into the
character.
story. We love it. That was great.
Now look.
Yeah.
Would you like to? So you're here to help. I can tell you how you can fucking help. I can tell you. Why don't you volunteer to walk into our caves and get fucking slaughtered by the vampire spawn that are in there? Why don't you do that? That would be great for me. And then you'd be out of my fucking hair.
We will be out of your hair, and you will still have an entire horde of dwarves ready to start a rebellion in your city. So you can either take us up on the help we're willing to offer you, or you can just let us get slaughtered, and then you can be slaughtered right after us. It's up to you, honestly.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
Very well. All right. I respect the assertiveness, Lizard. How do you, for you interesting group of people, how do you intend to help me? How do you intend to fix this issue for me?
Well, we plan to identify the source of the your vampire problem and hopefully put a stop to it, because it seems the dwarves want the same thing you do, to go back to their homes. So assuming we can allow them to do that, I believe that would make you and the dwarves happy, would it not?
Win-win situation is what I've been thinking.
It would be very nice if we could get the dwarves back into the caves, but my best minds, my best human minds, have been on this issue for the past month that this has been a problem, and we haven't come to an answer. Do you want to go and fight some vampires? Because I promise you, you'll get fucking torn apart like 36 dwarves have been.
It seems like this is our only option if we're going to be 100% truthful.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can just leave your city and you can figure it out, and we wish you the best.
Feel free to leave. That is on you. We've dealt with shit in Chateau Monix for thousands of years, and we will continue to deal with shit here. As humans, we know how to solve problems.
Paf is gonna slide behind Baracus and
Oh my
mimic Baracus's voice and say, in his most accurate Baracus voice, say, "We just don't want anything bad to happen to you."
All right, give me a performance check.
Oh my lord. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's wow.
Sorry, bro.
You do impressions?
Is that a threat? Horned fuck.
No, my friend.
No, sir. No, sir. Just a neutral observation.
Well, all right. In your expert opinion, tiefling, what would happen to me?
I've been hungry
You
before.
don't seem too far from a vampire yourself.
Heard that one before. I've been hungry before, and I've been willing to do terrible things to anybody who has
What is this twist?
stood in my way. So I can only imagine how the dwarves feel.
What my friend means to say is that in this situation, tensions are running high, and if the dwarves are unable to lash out against the vampires, they may start lashing out against your people, and we would like to avoid that outcome.
All right. You want to help you want to help the little short fat fucks. All right.
You want
I
to
get
help everyone,
I
sir.
get it. Yeah. Okay. If you would like me to give them some of our hard-earned human food, I need you to do something for me.
Okay.
You see, we've got an issue. We live in the mountains, and therefore we share this region with certain other beings. And there's a little outpost of these beings not too far from town. And I can't spare the guards, you see. We have too few of them. And again, you'll notice that there are a shit ton of guards around you. You see, I can't spare my guards to deal with an issue this minor. But we do have a bit of an issue outside of town that I need to deal with as well. You know, we've got vampires in town and then these things outside of town. I would like you seem semi-capable, to go and deal with this issue for me. You do that, and I can promise enough food for a dozen dwarves.
Forgive my insolence, but I asked for that you provide a bit more than food for a dozen dwarves, and also could we have more information about the ones we are being sent to fight?
It seems like you're asking a lot. This
I understand
court. I think I've made my I've made my offer, or my position clear. Unless you want to sweeten the pot, that's what my offer is.
We can offer to deal with both problems right here and right now, as long as you promise to provide the dwarves with enough food to prevent them from acting rashly and interfering with us as we try to solve this for you.
So you will promise to deal with our vampire problem and this other issue that I've brought up.
As long as it's fine with my
in
companion.
in exchange for food for the dwarves. Is that?
Assuming my companions also agree. They also
All for it.
Hey, fat ass in the back. What do you have to say about it?
My friend is unable to speak for himself.
He's mute. Unfortunately. Terrible accident.
Interesting. All right. Well, if we have a deal, I'll agree to it. If somebody, the mute one, wants to come shake my hand for it.
Fucking go.
Path will jog over, and like as he's shaking, he's kind of like turned ever so slightly sideways, shakes the hand, and then turns around and hustles back to behind Baraka slightly.
Hey, you look familiar.
Wait, is there anything hanging around right now? Like anything like propped up against a wall? Any decorations?
Yeah, there are along the walls, so kind of hanging below the windows of the place are some banners.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Displaying the colors of like Chateau Monarch's green and yellow.
Okay. I want to try to cast Mage Hand, cantrip of mine, or I can throw it in real quick. Give me a sec. And I want to try to knock one of those off to cause a distraction. That's
okay.
You're right.
All right. Yeah. Wait. You said So it's got 30 feet. I think you're within 30 feet of a wall. Yeah. Yeah. You can do that.
Awesome. Anything I need to roll, or is it just fine how it is?
I mean, I don't think you have to roll to.
Mhm.
Yeah, you should be able to knock it out of its, or at least, yeah, you should be able to knock it off. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yep.
yeah, he will. He seems like he's moved past it. He's, you know, do I recognize you? And then, oh, that's interesting. Hey, Videlis, why don't you go figure out what the fuck that was? And he's gonna send a guard over there.
Oh, we thank you for your time.
All
So
right.
we'll immediately get started on our half of the bargain. We thank you for your time.
Yeah. Vampires. And the other issue, I ask you to meet with Theodorus in town. He should, no, not Theodorus. Theodorus doesn't know anything. Meet with Artani. Artani should be able to help you with this.
Yes, sir. Where may we find him?
He's the local alchemist. He runs a shop.
Okay. We thank you for
So
your time. Tony.
yeah, please be on your way.
Marcus turns around and leaves.
Yeah, we walk
Yeah.
out and leave. And I tried
pulls directly behind him.
With dust.
Nice.
Yeah. As you guys walk, out the front gate, that guard that was giving you guys so much trouble when you first came in actually spits on the back of Zon's head.
I smack him in the back of the head with my mage hand invisibly.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna turn around and start doing circles and swinging at the air with his spear. He's gonna.
High quality guards here, indeed.
High quality.
Once we're like free of the castle and we're headed back into town, whoever is next to me, I'm just gonna let them know. I guess everyone is around me, but Zon is gonna say, "I'm ready to make a deal with the head of the vampire coven." Are they called the coven? Sorry, I'm a nerd. The vampire to eradicate the humans of this town and have the dwarves start running it and get rid of that guy. It'll just be the vampires in the caves. The dwarves can take over the city, and that guy can just go fuck himself.
I
am low-key behind that.
I like that idea.
Is this
Marcus likes that.
What does Pav think?
Is this Zon trying to fulfill that
To destroy a civilization?
yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get out of the way. If you gotta destroy one, this ain't a too bad one to destroy.
Hey, go
That's
kill
fine.
people for us, and we'll let you have this town.
So what Path says to you guys is, he kind of starts off as you guys get further away. He kind of stops for a second. He goes, "Thank you, you guys, for in some capacity caring about the people of Chateau. That's hard for people in the city to do. So for you guys from outside of it, caring enough to volunteer yourselves, not only to deal with some unknown problem, but also a very known and dangerous problem. I'm going to do everything I can to make all of you as rich as humanly possible for your help. But I think our best bet before we go about killing every human in the city is let's take some time, meet with those we're supposed to meet to. We can go tomorrow and meet with Artani. Let's take some time in the city and see if we can't learn a little bit more about this vampire problem, as well as that problem outside the city. And let's take it one thing at a time before we assume it's okay to kill everyone. Videl's a dick, piece of shit, dude. 100% he needs to be gone. That doesn't mean every person here is evil. I mean, I'm from here. So is my family.
I don't mean that they should die. I just mean they should become refugees as well.
Why don't you
Just
tell that to the dwarves? Because I
Sometimes
think
it's the people they hate.
I like the
Since-
idea. I don't want to rush into anything, Zahn.
I understand, Paf, but we all came from a continent full of refugees. So we understand the story of the dwarves right now, and they have my sympathy. And the humans, the only interaction I've had with them is that they have none. So if the other option is to give them a lesson in empathy, that's the option I'm for, especially if none of us die in the process.
Look,
Just saying, you can continue doing your thing. I just want you to know where I'm coming from.
I am behind you guys and with you guys every step of the way. You've been that way for me without much question, and I'll do the same. I just want to save as many lives as possible. Hasn't the world taken enough from them?
Hate when you speaking right.
It's the politician left in me.
I guess so.
Why
And
don't
also, can we just talk about how awesome I was? Look at me using magic and stuff. This is fun.
You
You
were
did well, Gareth.
impressive. Why don't we
We
go
should-
back to the ash tree and meet up with Geth, and we can tell him what happened.
We can.
You guys will arrive at the ash tree, and it's late afternoon, evening. At this time, it's getting dark, and Geth is there. He's sitting down, regaling some stories from Nairn with Mrs. Sarkon.
I don't know if we can backtrack a little bit, but if I'm walking with Jag, I did have a few questions for him that I
Yeah,
assume
go for it.
be able to ask if we were walking together.
Just theoretically, so you just kind of spent a few hours helping them gather water together so you could clean it, kind of thing.
Well, no, I used create water, so they got like 30 gallons of purified water.
Okay,
basically.
cool. So yeah, I imagine that would take some time, and yeah, you can definitely talk to him while you're doing that. I think that's fair.
Okay. First, I don't know if I'm supposed to roleplay if I can just ask for this stuff.
That's up to you. How would you? Well, it depends. Are you asking for a lot of stuff, or do you just want to have a conversation with Jag?
Well, I kind of wanted to know more about the vampires.
Yeah,
I
play it
guess.
in character.
Okay. Well, as Jag and Geth are walking, Geth is going to kind of like talk to him, looking over the rest of the dwarves, and he's going to say, so I do have a quick question. Why are the tensions so high between what seems to be every human within Chateau and this entirety of the population of dwarves?
It's a very good question. It's just tensions have never been great in the city between the dwarves and the humans. You know, it's just they don't get along great. I mean, we come from different worlds, do we not? But we things were at bay. They were tame for a while. You see, with the whole dwarves us living in the mountains, in the caves, of course. Meanwhile, though, you have the humans out here in the sunlight all day. Well, we have a problem arise. We tried to get help. We tried to ask for help, and they say it's not their problem, it's our problem. So we try to take care of the problem, and Lore lost so many people. Any dwarven life lost is too many dwarven lives lost, and we've lost so many from the years to the not only just the city, the humans here, but now to these vampires. It's horrible what's happening, and the tensions are only higher now that we are closer to the city.
So it seems like tension, like I don't know if I'm just backtracking and saying, but it like tensions have always been high between you two, between these two civilizations.
Ever since the wars ended, yes, we are pretty much the only dwarven stronghold left in the entire continent, and ever since we settled here after the Great Wars, I say we settled here. Ever since the humans settled their way in, it's just things have not been the same for us. They can't even bother to pronounce the name of our city right. Chateau Monix. It's disgusting. It's a shame.
Well, I do apologize for such high tensions. I personally haven't met a single dwarf before, to my knowledge.
Well, if it makes you feel better. I've met very few humans I actually like.
Hopefully, I'm one of them.
A short list, but yes.
Well, I don't mean to bug you with too many questions, but you did hear that you might have some information on the vampires that have taken over your caves.
You mean yes and no? We know very little. At some point, all of a sudden, people began to disappear. Sometimes we'll find bodies dead, but there are nearly a dozen men that we have yet to find. It's just the problem has not gotten better. It seems to have gotten worse, and we've lost several dozen of our people already, and we can't afford to lose any.
I completely understand it. It truly is a shame that you've lost so many thus far. Have you, by any chance, seen any of these vampires?
Is they don't seem to come out during the day very much. So no, not personally. But I have been around shortly after attacks. I've seen my friends suffer at the hands of what's going on, and I'm fed up with it.
Now, I don't mean to pry into something that is obviously pretty traumatizing, but I assume none of your friends that were attacked survived.
No,
Do you know if their bodies had come back at all, just not themselves?
we found around 70 bodies of deceased comrades, and there are about a dozen still missing that we've yet to find. But it's also, we have shut off the caves to prevent any exit, but as well as preventing entrance into our homes. We have dwarves that guard at all times, just trying to keep, honestly, the entire city safe, not even just ourselves. Yeah, can I ask you a question?
By all means.
You are a human, no?
Very much so, yes.
Why do you care enough to help?
Because not too long ago, I believe I shared similar interests with the people at Chateau Monet. But if you haven't noticed, my companions are far from human, and they've proven to be quite trustworthy, and it's really taken my personal beliefs for a spin.
Geth, do you believe in God?
I believe in a god.
Has he been good to you?
She's been quiet, but good nonetheless.
That is good. Without faith, man has very little.
Do you personally follow any gods?
No, I lost my faith years ago.
Completely understandable considering how close you are to these humans.
Yes, but what I have left is an immense love for my people, and a willingness to do whatever it takes for them. And it seems like you have a similar feeling towards your friends.
I must say I have grown quite fond of them, though the short one gets on my nerves sometimes.
We all have friends like that. I have to say, I appreciate the work you're doing, but I want to know if I can ask you something personal.
By all means.
If it ever comes to it, can we call upon you in a time of need? And he's just going to kind of lay his hand on like a sword at his side as he says that.
I'm sorry, but you might have to go in more detail about that before I agree to anything.
I have no detail at all. It's good to know you have friends, and better to know you have allies in the world.
All I can say is that I will do my best to ensure not only your safety, but your friends and your family's safety.
He's gonna reach a hand out to you and for a handshake, and then he's gonna say, "I should probably go back to helping people unpack. Help yourself to fill the water, and then after that, before it gets too late, you should probably head out of the area here. The people here know you are a friend. But you understand the relationship with humans, especially as it gets later.
Of course. If you need me, I am staying at the Ash Tree Inn. Do keep in mind, though, that the owners don't take as kindly to dwarven kind as I do.
Well, if you need me, I'm staying right here.
Understood.
It has been very nice to meet you, Geth."
You as well, Jack.
And he'll nod to you and walk away.
Yeah, after I finish the water, I'm just gonna leave.
Cool.
So you guys are back at the ash tree. We'll wrap up in a second, but do you all share with each other, Geth and the other three, what you've learned and what you've experienced up to this point?
We do.
They don't even need the thing up.
Geth is actually going to get in Pat's space for a second. I thought we were friends.
We are.
Then why would you quite literally go behind your other friends' backs for your own personal gain?
That was not for my gain at all. The people here could know me or know of me. I couldn't speak out, and I did what I needed to make sure that we were not only heard, but we were respected the way your friends deserve. And we got that out of them.
While I appreciate your intentions, you have to understand that there is a delicate balance between being fugitives within the city and trying to help an entire colonization of people.
This is my home, Geth. I know these people better than anyone, and I know what they need, and I'm trying to help. I've been away too long, and I'm trying to do better this time.
Again, I appreciate that, but don't squander any chance that you're given.
Zahn, Baracus, I apologize for what I did. It was wrong of me. We should have planned better before we got in there, and that's on me for not knowing better.
Just a little warning. Would have been nice.
I understand, but I didn't have many options, and apparently I'm pretty good at a Baracus voice.
Yeah,
Geth is actually gonna laugh.
make fun of me behind my back, don't you?
Geth is gonna laugh at Pat's comment and put his hand on his shoulder. You have to remember that I trust you and you should trust me, but that also extends to the rest of our group. They are capable and they know what they're doing, regardless of how roundabout their ways may seem sometimes. They are experienced and you have to be able to trust them. I understand what you're going for, but do not use such tricks to try and get them to speak.
It was a damn good impression.
Baracus, I know, especially has no problem speaking up. All you had to do was ask.
In
That was awesome, wasn't I?
yes, you were.
Geth is gonna pat Aerith on the back. Yes, you did well.
In what appears to be Dwarven, Path responds, I apologize, and it won't be an issue again.
Oh,
And Geth, you understand.
I understand.
Yep.
Oh, that's Dwarven.
Nope. And I think this is a great place to end it, if you guys are good with that. B?
That's
Yep.
good. Yeah.
So,
Nope. But great session, you guys. I know that was a lot of lore and a lot of talking, but
Lore. We love lore.
y'all needed a lore session. It had been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Aerith understands the situation.
Let's go, Aerith.
No, he's still reveling in his excess from he feels so good right now, I feel like.
he feels very useful.
Mage hand.
The mage hand, that was really good. You saved Path, I feel like. I don't
I
know,
did.
but it felt like things could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
my God.
B, afterwards, can you stick on for like 5 minutes? I just want to.
Yeah.
Okay, also, in my mind, none of them know I actually use Mage Hand.